Even if he or she was to be rescued, he or she would have suffered some fatal damages.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Rescue करने के बाद भी there's a less chance that they might they will be surviving. Okay now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so that is the spacesuit. Here is the first person to land on moon in the year when we landed on the moon.
1969.
1969.
Yeah, 1969.
Good. Okay. Then we talked about moon. There was a concept like what is lunar eclipse?
Sir, when the Earth is in between
Hmm.
in the path of sun and moon.
When Earth casts shadow on the moon.
Moon, yes, sir.
When sun, Earth, and moon are aligned together in the same line, and Earth is in between sun and the moon, so shadow
Yes,
is
sir.
cast on the moon, right? Thereby,
Yeah.
moon becomes red now. Okay, you will
Yes,
almost
sir.
see it to be looking like deep red when it's a lunar eclipse. And
Yes, sir.
then opposite happens in the case of solar eclipse, where moon is in between the
And the moon is in
sun and
between.
exactly moon is in
Yes,
between the
sir.
sun and
Yes,
Earth.
sir.
Okay, today we are going to complete our discussion. We will be talking about stars. Okay, what is light year? What is a group of stars, that is constellations? Some of the important constellations we have, and how
Yes, sir.
North Pole was used by the ancient navigators to locate
It
directions.
always is in north direction.
Hmm. Okay, now it's in the northern hemisphere. Okay, it almost corresponds to the northern hemisphere of the Earth, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, Arham, पिछली class में absent थे, I believe. So
Yes,
two
sir.
more important things were discussed in the previous class. Like there are two phases of the moon. One where the size of the moon seems to be appearing.
Increasing.
Hmm. That was
Yes, sir.
what, Arhan, what do we call that phase of the moon?
So, waxing phase.
That is waxing phase. And when it increases, that is called as
Waning phase.
no. Waning is just opposite now. No. Waning when the size of the moon appears to be decreasing. That is waning.
Yes, sir, because it is from full moon to new moon.
Hmm. And the waxing phase when the size of the moon appears to be increasing.
Increasing. Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. We also talked about blue moon. Arhan, please say a few important things about blue moon.
Uh,
It's a rare
yes,
occurrence.
yes, sir. It's a rare occurrence where in 1 month there are 2 new moons.
And the second new moon looks blue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And is it like the color of the moon on that day changes to blue, or is there something else?
So there are something else. It's
Hmm.
the dust particles in the air which causes the moon to turn blue.
Exactly. Dust particles suspended in the air, right? These are the dust particles through which.
Sir, why
Mhm,
is there change in colors of moon? Like sometimes
mhm,
it's red, yellow.
exactly. Look here. It has got to do with the concept of dispersion. Dispersion. Now, dispersion is the same reason why sky looks blue.
Blue. Yes, sir.
Okay, because blue light scatters the most.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Blue light scatters the most. Red light scatters the least.
The least.
Okay. So in the same manner here also, due to presence of dust particles in the in atmosphere, when you will be looking at the second new moon, okay, then the moon appears to be blue because of the same reason that blue light scatters the most.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. So in simple terms, we have studied that, although there are several other factors as well. And here was the space shoot. Here was the debris left, not the debris, dead remains of the astronauts. Which one? Grissom,
Yes,
Ed
sir.
White, and Roger Schaff, national from the National Archives. Although this is not important, just to just मैंने ऐसे ही include कर लिया इसमें. Okay. So there was
Yes,
a
sir.
fire in the Apollo 1 mission. Okay, due to which the astronomers lost their lives.
There were some loose wires.
There were some loose wires due to which short circuit occurred.
Yes, sir.
Short circuit हो गया, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have got few questions. Some of the questions you would be able to answer right now from the discussion so far we had. While some of the question we will be covering that later when we have
Yes, sir.
discussed later things in the chapter. Okay, yeah. Ahmed is here or not?
He is.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys, look at the question. The first question is
The
a planet.
Mercury.
Mercury, sir.
Mercury, good.
So can you assign them?
Okay, we can do it in that manner. The next question, let's say, Arhan, you do this one. Arham, you do this one. And the last one, Ahmed, you do this one. If someone is unable to answer, the other student can answer.
Yes, sir.
Sir, for my question, it's Venus.
It is Venus. The
Neptune.
brightest planet of the solar system is Venus. Okay. Yes, Ahmed?
Neptune.
Neptune, good.
So Venus.
Yeah, Arham? It's the morning star or evening star. Venus.
Venus.
Good. Good. Venus has got size almost similar to Earth size.
Yes, sir.
Earth.
Our
Yes, sir.
galaxy is known as
Milky Way
Milky Way.
galaxy.
Milky Way galaxy. Okay. Next, Ahmed, Arham, and Arhan.
So we have not studied about constellation yet.
So I know what is
Ha,
the
ha,
answer.
ha. Okay, so Arhan, you solve this one then. Okay, Arhan, you solve this one then.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
So it's still the
Mhm.
constellation question.
Yeah, but logically it can be solved. Logically आप answer कर सकते हैं sir.
Oh, okay, sir.
Hmm.
It's Sun.
Sun, obviously. Ahmed, Halley's comet, we discussed about it. I told you about it. Like there are some rare phenomena occurring in the space. Okay, while
26
some are, which one? 76 years. Good.
Yes.
75 to 76 years. Not exact 76 year. It could be 75 or 76. Different books में हमें different
Sir,
data
10.
मिलता है. Okay. How many stars does Orion constellation
10,
have?
sir.
10 stars. Okay, good. This one, let's leave it for now. Leave this one also.
Sir, asteroid.
Okay. Asteroids. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Between
Second one is
see this
so there are
question.
two Saturns. Okay.
If we're standing on the surface of moon, we throw a ball upward. Then the ball would
Hang in space.
Hang in space.
No,
hang in
sir,
the
no, sir, no, sir, no, sir.
Yeah, D, sir. Keep going to never keep going up to never come back.
Sir, C.
Look here.
C. It's C, sir.
Look here.
Since
It's
moon's gravity is 1/6 of the Earth's gravity, so
exactly.
it adds some gravity.
Exactly. It's not like it has got zero gravity. थोड़ी gravity है वहाँ पर भी, right? So it will remain like for a few seconds. It will go up and then come back to the surface of the moon.
Yes, sir.
You would
Yes,
have
sir.
seen from the mission where Neil Armstrong went. You would have seen the astronomers jumping.
Yes, sir.
Try,
They come back to the moon.
finding it hard to walk on the moon because of lesser
Yes, sir.
gravity. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. Which planet is closest to the sun?
Sir,
Mercury.
Mercury.
Mercury. Okay. Hottest planet in the solar system. That is obviously
Venus.
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 Why Venus? Because the
Sir,
atmosphere
because
of
of the
Venus is
layer of carbon dioxide.
Sir,
exactly.
Venus
Sir,
has
because of the
atmosphere also.
sir, because of the layer of carbon dioxide.
Exactly. Both the answers are correct. The layer of Venus is very thick and it consists of abundant concentration of carbon dioxide. Okay.
Yes, sir, it causes greenhouse effect.
Okay, here in India, on Earth, okay, causes a greenhouse effect. Now, polar star cannot be seen in which of the following countries? That we will be discussing when we come to the when we will coming to this topic. Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it India?
No, it's New Zealand.
Okay.
Okay, it's New Zealand. Okay, now talking about stars. What do you know? What do we know about the stars?
Sir, they are big balls of helium and hydrogen gas, which are bound together due to gravity,
Hmm?
and they are very huge. But we think that it is very small as it is at a very great distance.
Hmm.
Um,
Millions
They
of
emit
and
light
their
years
own
away.
light.
yes, sir.
They emit their own light, right?
Yes, sir.
They are
Luminous objects.
they are also similar to our sun, just uh, very far away.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm, mm. They are stars in our Galaxy as well, which are
Yes,
far
sir.
bigger than our sun as well.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you guys know about Copernicus? Nicholas Copernicus. Huh?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Nicholas Copernicus. You guys haven't heard of
No, sir.
No, sir.
him. He was a Polish church official. Polish church official, and his passion
Hmm.
was astronomy. Okay, and he
Yes, sir.
actually performed some of the interesting observations. Hmm?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
at his time, no, uh, there were so many astronomers. You can say growing astronomers who were giving their ideas about the space. लेकिन सबके ideas में कुछ ना कुछ anomalies थी, कुछ ना कुछ problems थे.
Yes,
There were
sir.
some defects in their ideas. For example, there was uh, Ptolemy's ideas. Okay, there was idea of Ptolemy regarding the motion of planets. Some of the people believed earlier it was believed that it's the sun that revolves around the earth. Okay,
Yes,
while
sir.
some people believe that no, it's the earth that revolves around the sun.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So there were some controversies because of lack of technical advancement. We had no
Yes, sir.
advanced telescopes back then. Okay, so Copernicus, by that time, what was the error? Hmm?
Sir, 1800s.
By that time, the error, I'm talking about the error was regarding the
Okay.
motion of the planets
Yes, sir.
Planets
around the
of
sun.
the sun.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this Copernicus, the scientist Copernicus, Polish church official. Basically, he was not a scientist, but since his passion was astronomy, so he had got some ideas of his own. So Copernicus
Yes, sir.
proposed an alternative theory that the Earth was a planet orbiting the sun. Earlier, the prior belief was that sun is orbiting the Earth. Sun revolves around the Earth,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
But
sir.
he proposed the alternative theory that the Earth was a planet that is orbiting the sun. Hmm?
Hmm.
and and that all the planets move in circles. Hmm?
Yes,
And
sir.
they are one inside the other. All the circuits are one inside other. You know what is concentric circle?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So he proposed that sun is at the center of the Milky Way galaxy and the planets are moving around it in concentric
Yes, sir.
circles. Hmm? Also, he went on to say that Mercury and Venus had the smallest circles, smaller than
Yes,
that
sir.
of the Earth, and therefore their position in the sky was always near the sun.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so for the having been postulated all these theories, it became somewhat easier for him to estimate that how to estimate the distance from the sun in the terms of Earth
Yes, sir.
sun distance. Okay, they could predict the distance of Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn also, because since he said that Mercury, Venus, these are the planets that are nearby the Earth. Okay, and
Hmm.
since they revolve in smaller circles, hence they are more closer to the Earth. And
Yes,
he went on to say that the bigger planets, okay, out extraterrestrial planets that are the gaseous planets like the Jupiter
Yes, sir.
or Saturn, they were moving in bigger circles. Okay, and they were moving more slowly, right? So that
Yes, sir.
he said that uh, they would have been taking, they are at much larger distance from the Earth. Getting
Yes,
it
sir.
now? क्योंकि वो bigger
Yeah.
circles में है और they are also moving very slowly. So he said that they are at far distance from the Earth. Hmm?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, like whenever Earth overtook them. Getting it now? Like आप bike चला रहे होते हो. Okay, you are in a vehicle. If you were to overtook some other vehicle, then the
Yes, sir.
other vehicle seems to be moving backward now,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
right? So he said that as well, that whenever Earth were to overtook them, it seemed that other planets were moving backward. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So what this Copernicus actually his contribution was that he postulated, आपको सिर्फ ये point याद रखना, that he postulated that it's the Earth that revolves around the sun, not the sun.
Sun. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And sun is also one of the star.
Stars. Yes, sir.
So stars are basically celestial bodies which comprises of hot gases, mainly helium and hydrogen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All the stars are emitting their own light. So there's a
Yeah.
fission reaction going on here in the stars. Okay. Due to which
Yes, sir.
heat and light is being emitted.
Yes, sir.
Getting it now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All the stars are not the same. They may vary brightness, size, colors, and temperature. The bigger
Yes,
the star, the hotter they will be, and
Yes.
their brightness will also be more.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
it now?
Yes, sir.
They are massive in size. However, they appear as a point-sized object from the Earth's surface because of being at very large distance.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is so because they are at huge distance from the Earth, and that distance has been measured in terms of light years.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
We will come to that as well. All the stars have got a life period. जैसे हमारी life period होती है, in the same manner, stars
Yes,
also
sir.
have got different stages of their life. They have got
Yeah.
different stages in their life as well. इसकी भी अलग-अलग life life की अलग-अलग stages होती हैं. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have to talk about the life cycle of a star. Anyone who has idea star की life cycle कैसी होती होगी?
Sir, I know that after some time they turn into black holes.
Sir, not
They turn
necessary.
into black holes. Not necessarily जो bigger stars होते हैं उनके cases में देखा गया है.
Yes, sir. They either blow up or become a dwarf star.
Like जो massive stars होते हैं, बहुत बड़े stars. Okay, they will either
Yes, sir.
transform into supernova. They will either transform into a supernova, or either a neutron star, or into black holes. Right.
Yes, sir.
So this is what happens. Or if you touch upon if I were to touch upon the stages of the life cycle of a star, they are mainly 7 stages. Mainly
Yes, sir.
seven stages होते हैं. Okay. So
Yeah.
where does it start from? It starts
Formation
from
of stars.
Birth of a star.
nebula. Have you seen the photos of nebula?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nebula.
They are the brightest object in the universe.
Yeah, nebula are basically what? Clouds of gases now.
Yes, sir.
And these clouds of gases over a large period of time, they condenses to form a star. एक
Yes, sir.
star का formation होता है. Okay. Then what happens? Stars will after some time, like the star which we have in our solar system. Okay. हम उसकी stage की बात करें. Once it might have been a part of nebula. Our sun might also
sir.
have been a part of nebula. Now it's in the star stage. Now it could become a giant, red giant.
Yes,
कुछ
sir.
ऐसे होते हैं जो कि सुपर रेड जाइंट बन सकते हैं, सुपर रेड जाइंट के स्टेज पे जा सकते हैं.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Then again it might explode and become planetary nebula. Planetary nebula, right? Or it might either become now a white dwarf. एक white dwarf star बन सकता है.
Yes, sir.
Or either if the star were not to become red giant but become super red giant, then in this pathway what would happen? It might most possibly become a supernova now. ये एक supernova बन
Yes, sir.
सकता है.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then it might either, after becoming a supernova, it might either become a black hole or a neutron star.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Neutron star now just surprises me. It's a very interesting object in the universe.
Yes, sir.
You know, at 1 second, it can revolve at a speed of, you know, how much? Guess the speed of neutron star. Like हमारे Earth की जो rotation की speed है, that is around 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
It, what do you guess regarding
Around the
the
speed of
neutron
light.
star? More than that. Not in terms of that. I'm talking about how much of rotation it does. Neutron star. Yes.
So like I don't know.
Any guess?
Sir,
Mhm.
10 million.
10 million. That's a bit more, I guess. It can rotate 716 times in a 1 second. In 1 second.
Yes, sir.
In 1 second, a neutron star can rotate 716 times. And you know, talking about its revolution, ये हमने rotation की बात की. Revolution, it could around ये 40,000 times revolution कर सकता है per minute.
Oh,
Per minute. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
this data which I am giving you, it is of the fastest spinning star. बहुत सारे neutron stars हैं हमारा space में. Okay, they are having different names. This one, इसका name start होता है somewhere it's like this, I believe. PSR से शुरू होता है इसका name, and there were some letters also which I don't remember. काफी लंबा सा नाम है इसका. Okay now.
Yes, sir.
So this particular
Sir,
neutron
are
star.
these neutron stars forever?
No, they also might be having a life stage also. उनकी भी life stage होगी. Interesting thing about neutron star, they are the most brightest object. They are the brightest object, not the nebula. Okay, na Arhan. Brightest and the fastest spinning object. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Interestingly, I was going through a verse in Quran. Okay. There also I found some mention of this neutron star. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will be giving the reference in the next class if you guys are interested.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now coming back to this here. So stars also have got a life period. They take millions of years to born and live for tens of millions of years and eventually comes to an end. For example, it is said that our sun was born 5 billion years ago and it is to continue for next 5 billion years, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Hmm.
it will end in 7 billion years, according to Google.
According to Google, in 7 billion years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last time I read it was 5 billion. Anyways, it might have been updated. So due to their long lifespan, the changes in the stars are not very sudden. Hence, they appear as permanent to us, right? क्योंकि
Yes, sir.
इतनी बड़ी time scale की हम बात कर रहे हैं in millions of years, right? So that's why they
Yes, sir.
appears permanent to us, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Sir, if there are so many stars in the sky, why can't we see it in cities?
Because of the air pollution, because of the cloud there in the atmosphere.
Sir,
Right.
but it said that it's the most brightest thing, right? So how can it be dissipated by this air pollution?
Because the thing is now they are millions of kilometers away from us. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
dust, basically the light coming from them is obstructed by the dust in the atmosphere, different pollutants in the atmosphere. Clouds are
Yes, sir.
there. So clouds are there, dust particles are there, right? They basically obstruct the pathway of the light coming from them. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
you can't
Yeah.
see them every time. Also, like if you were to go back like say 2 to 3 centuries back, okay, or just 1 century
Yes,
back,
sir.
then as compared to now, you would have been able to see more stars in a clear night. Because
sir.
abhi pollution bahut hai. Right now there is so much of pollution, right?
Yeah.
So even if
Yes,
there's no clouds in the air, we comparatively we see lesser number of stars in the sky.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So had you been living in the, let's say, 1700 or 1600s, so thereby you would have been able to catch more stars, see more
Yes, sir.
stars. Getting it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So stars are emitting their lights that enters the Earth's surface has to travel through the several layers of the Earth. The question is that why do stars twinkle, right? It's not
Yes,
like
sir.
the stars are not flickering. It's not like a flickering bulb. Getting it
Hmm.
now? So
Yes, sir.
when the light travels through the several layers of the Earth, it appears that the light is traveling in a zigzag motion due to the change in densities of the Earth's atmosphere and the
Yes, sir.
density of the space. Therefore, it appears to us as if the stars are twinkling. So here's the thing: what happens? This here, this here is the layer of the atmosphere. Suppose
Yes,
these
sir.
are the light rays coming from the far star. So when it enters here now, it starts to bend here. The light rays starts to somewhat bend because
Yes,
the
sir.
density of atmosphere is more here.
Yes, sir.
All the
Yes, sir.
way before it entered the atmosphere of the Earth, it was basically traveling in space.
Yes.
Now the light encounter dust particles, okay, the
Yes, sir.
gases of the atmosphere. Thereby, refraction happened here.
Yes, sir.
Refraction happened here. Okay, basically the light rays have bented here. So as it moves through the Earth's atmosphere, light now starts to travel in a zigzag motion. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
like this. If you were to talk about the layers of the Earth, we have got troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere,
Mesosphere.
Mesosphere.
thermosphere, exosphere, and ionosphere,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm. And if you were to see till the stratosphere, 90, almost 80 to 90% of the gases, their highest concentration is in the layers up to the stratosphere only.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Mm. In the upper layers of the atmosphere, the concentration of oxygen is extremely low. Other gases concentration is also extremely low,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Also, in the troposphere and stratosphere, only you will be able to see the what? Most of the weather phenomena that occurs, it's in the stratosphere layer only.
Yes, sir.
स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर
Yes,
के
sir.
ऊपर वेदर फेनोमेनन्स नहीं, उसकी इन्फ्लुएंस हमें देखने को नहीं मिलती है. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, the point what I'm trying to make here is that here this is the atmosphere. ये हमारा पूरा atmosphere का layer है, and suppose light is coming here, so it would have bent this much here. Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
as it came to the stratosphere, now it would have bent this much here. Getting it now?
Yeah.
So bending somewhat happens like this in a zigzag manner, That's why star seems to be twinkling. It's not flickering. It appears to be
Yes, sir.
twinkling. Getting it now?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Also, few things were also there, Hmm. like why sun is a star? Hmm. Because it meets the criteria of the definition of a star. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
We know that stars are what? Simply celestial bodies
Luminous.
that are comprising of hot gases, mainly helium
Helium
and
and
hydrogen is
hydrogen.
present there. Hmm. So our sun also is mainly comprising of helium and hydrogen in them.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
stars emit their own light. So is our sun,
Yes, sir.
right? All the stars
Emits
are
heat.
emits heat. So our sun also emits heat.
Yes, sir.
Getting it now? So that is the
Yes,
reason
sir.
why our sun is also a star. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The sun is estimated to be born around 5 billion years ago and would live for the next 5 billion years ago. So, Arhan, you were saying 7 billion years ago. Okay,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
please do a little research about that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like, क्या recent studies हुई हैं इसके regarding? If there is,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not aware of that. Okay, now.
Yeah.
All right then. Now, if you were to talk about the distance between the sun and the earth, remember a few moments ago I was talking about Nicholas Copernicus,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
the scientist who did what? Who basically postulated that
The
The sun
sun
is not
revolves
revolving
around
around.
the earth.
mm,
Yeah,
exactly
the Earth revolves around the sun.
exactly it's the earth that revolves around the sun.
Sun.
Good. He also estimated distance between the earth and the sun as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We are not going there, by the way. Okay. So the
Yeah.
sun does not appear as a point-sized object like other stars. Why? Because sun is at a
It's
closer
close to us.
distance to us. Exactly.
Yes,
As
sir.
compared to other stars, ये हमारे ज़्यादा नज़दीक है. The distance between the Earth and Sun is estimated to be how much? Is it 15 crore kilometer? I guess, right? 15 crore
I
kilometer.
don't know.
It's written over here. Okay, now it's approximately this much distance between the Earth and the Sun. Ahmed, are you
Yes,
there
sir.
in the class or
I
not?
guess it's 150 million kilometers.
150 million kilometer. Yeah, in that manner also it can be said. The star
Sir, we
that is
can
closer.
calculate how much light years is it.
How much light years away? Yeah, in terms of that also
Yes,
we
sir.
can count it. Okay, now
Yeah.
we know that 1 light year is equal to 3.26 years.
Yes, sir. Right. 9.46 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 12.
Okay, I was talking about Pascal. That's a different thing. 9.46 into
Multiplied by 10 raised to the power 12.
12 kilometer, right? Actually, 1 Pascal equals to 3.26 light year. एक बड़ा
Yes, sir.
unit है. Okay. So also
Yeah.
remember there's a bigger unit than light year also. That is 1 Pascal. That is how much? 3.26 light year equals to
26.
1 Pascal. Okay now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, coming back to our discussion. The star that is closer to the Earth after the Sun, that is what? Is that Alpha
Alpha
Centauri?
Centauri.
Alpha Centauri.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's 40.67 kilometers. Multiplied by 10 raised to the power 12 kilometers away.
Yes. 4.2465 light years away.
Yes,
Or
sir.
1.3020 Pascal.
Yeah.
Okay now. This PC here represents Pascal. We will come to that as
Yes,
well.
sir.
Okay. So Proxima Centauri, sorry, Alpha Centauri is the star next after the Sun that is closest to the Earth. The distance between the
Yes, sir.
Earth and Alpha Centauri, the data that I gave you earlier, okay, it was in points, it was in terms of light year, I believe. And
Yes,
in
sir.
terms of kilometer,
4.3 light years away.
in terms of kilometer, this much of distance is there in between the
40.67.
Alpha Centauri, between the Alpha Centauri and the Earth.
Earth.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometimes exams में questions ये भी आते हैं. Define light year. Some people confuse it with a unit of time. Some confuse it with other things. Light
So it
year
is the
is nothing.
distance covered by light in 1 year.
Exactly. So here we are talking about the distance. So light year हमारा distance का unit है. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I say that, let's say each of the light coming from X planet, okay, X star actually is, let's say, 5 light years. So what does it
Yes, sir.
basically mean? What does it basically mean?
So it takes 5 years to for light to take. No,
5 light
I
years.
don't know.
5
Yes, sir.
light years. Also, can you tell me, like, suppose light, when will it is start to travel? Light कब travel करनी शुरू करती है?
Sir, from sun?
From the sun. Look here. 2 types of lights usually is seen to be traveling in this space. One light is that whenever there's a formation of a star or death of a star,
Yes, sir.
thereby also light is emitted. And the
Yes, sir.
second thing is that when a star is in the mid phase of its life stage, for example, जैसे हमारा sun है, okay, so it will
Yes,
be
sir.
continuously emitting the light. So light can
Yes,
be
sir.
either coming from a alive celestial body, or if somewhere there is an explosion of a star, a formation of a star, in that case also light
Yes,
be
sir.
coming. So I could
Sir,
say
I have a
also,
doubt.
just a moment, I could also,
Yes,
we
sir.
can also say that this 5 light year, okay, since this light to come from this star is 5 light years, it might either mean that 5 light years ago that star was born, or either that star
Yes, sir.
was destroyed, or either that is 5 light
Mid-stage.
years away.
Yes,
That's
sir.
either distance. Yes, Aram.
Sir, as the sun is made up of helium and hydrogen gases, and the gases are holding by the gravity, so how is it gonna be destroyed after 5 billion years?
how it's going to destroy after 5 billion years ago.
Yes, sir.
Basically what is happening here there now, you see, nuclear fusion reaction is going there.
So there are some reaction going inside the
Mhm.
star.
There are some reactions going inside the star. Okay,
Yes,
the
sir.
exact process it says that what happens now. Mm, Whenever there will be no hydrogen left in the star or in the
Yes,
sun
sir.
to burn, okay, then what will happen, it will start to expand. Like
Yes, sir.
stars mein kya hota, basically hydrogen is burning there, right?
Yeah.
Whenever hydrogen is exhausted, no hydrogen is
Yes,
left
sir.
to burn, then it will expand and become a red giant, right?
Yes, sir.
While सबके साथ ऐसा नहीं होता है. Some of the stars die a quiet death, while
Yes, sir.
someone explodes, someone expands and becomes a red
Hmm.
supergiant.
Yes, sir.
Remember, a few moments ago we were talking about
Hmm.
stages of the star. Like
Yes, sir.
जैसे ये normal star है. In the later stage of this life of the star, it will become a super red giant. Why? Because hydrogen exhaust होने लगा है इसमें. Getting it now?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So like most of the stars will quietly quietly die, while the
Hmm.
super giants here, super red giants will destroy themselves, and it will be a very huge explosion. Thereby, it becomes a
Yes, sir.
supernova. Then,
Yes,
Sir,
okay,
will the explosion make noise?
no, even if they,
Okay.
how can it make
so there are
noise?
There's no
no
medium.
noise.
Exactly, there's no medium now. Had
Yes,
there
sir.
been a medium, we would have listened to it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Also, many times, like when I observe phenomena occurring in the universe, I always say one thing, that the means and tools that we have on Earth, we can only study those things that resembles to things present or phenomena occurring on Earth, or what we have known from our study. Basically, मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ, like for example, we know that there is no medium in space so far, right?
Yes, sir.
But what if there is a medium, but we don't have the right tools and mechanism to study that right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like 500 years ago, would anyone would have said that there's a gaseous planet or there's a comet, okay,
No.
were we able to study the composition of a comets, how comets are made, what are
Yes, sir.
asteroids? No, 500 years ago we were not able to
Hmm.
guess any of that, right?
Yes, sir.
If someone were to say that Earth is, there was a flat Earth theory also, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Flat Earth
yeah.
theory was also there. People believe
The
that
earth is flat.
Earth is flat. That's why people
Yes,
fear
sir.
to venture far. People fear
Yes,
to
sir.
venture far. Also, sea voyages were discarded. Okay,
Or in Magellan.
hmm, because people believe that if they were to venture far away in the oceans, they will fall off from the edge of the earth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so earlier हमारे पास tools and mechanisms नहीं था. Even now, what if we are, it is that we are lacking certain technologies to still study so many of the phenomena that is occurring in the universe. Getting it now, Arham,
Yes, sir.
Arhan, Ahmed? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the thing you asked, that how the star is supposed to be dying. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
same, all of the stars mostly they die in the same manner. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Basically it's the hydrogen that is burning. Okay. And if the
Hmm.
hydrogen were to be exhaust one day, then the star will die. The star will die in
Yes, sir.
two manners. Either it will die a quiet death, okay, or either what? Either it
Loud
will be
death.
a huge burst, right?
Got it.
So,
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So जो भी हम बात करें तो like 5 billion years में sun is going to die. No.
Yes,
Actually,
sir.
the thing is now, after 5 billion years, what will happen? Our
hydrogen will
sun, yeah, after sun will turn to red giant. It will turn into
Yes,
red
sir.
giant.
Yeah.
Red giant may transform. It's not like there will be nothing. Okay, it will
Yes, sir.
transform. It will be going to the later stage of the life. So if someone were to be alive, hypothetically it will not be possible. If someone were
Yes,
to be
sir.
alive at that time, it will be impossible. Okay, no life
Yes,
would
sir.
be existing. Okay, getting it now.
Yes, sir.
So if it becomes a red giant, what will happen? The outer layers of the sun will expand into the
Yes, sir.
orbits of all the planets now. All the planets
Yes,
will
sir.
be engulfed by the star. Okay,
Yeah.
whether it's Mars or Mercury, Venus, Earth, all of them will be engulfed by the outer layers of the Earth,
That's
right? Hmm. Yes.
ending after 5 billion years.
5 billion years. Yes,
Okay.
Saram,
Yes,
were
sir.
you saying something?
So I was saying that according to astronomers, the life is ending after 5 billion years.
Hmm. No, the life is not ending. Okay, now if you were to read about it, you will get to know that it will become into a super giant after 5 billion years. Okay, please read
No, but it will
read.
engulf everything.
Yeah, obviously it will engulf. Okay, you were talking about life now. I thought you were talking about
Yes,
life
sir.
of the sun. No. Yeah, in
No,
that
no.
in that manner it is correct. Life will basically end then,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. Few more interesting thing about the sun, right? कुछ और interesting things हम बात करते हैं. For example, if you were to compare the diameter of the sun and the
Yes.
diameter
Yes.
of the earth here, any guesses how much time the diameter of the sun is more than the earth?
So
Hmm?
I had read it, but I forgot.
Mhm. You know,
So it's 1 million something.
it's 109 times. I'm not talking about the exact data. I'm talking about comparison.
Okay.
The diameter of the sun is 109 times more than the diameter of the earth. Ahmed, are you there in the class or not? I'm not seeing active participation from you. Yes, Ahmed is here in the class or not, guys?
I am, sir. I am.
Easy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now. Okay. What about the mass of the sun? How many times it is heavier than the mass of the earth? It is almost
I don't know.
So
3
over
lakh and
150
Mhm. Yes, Arhan, it is
Sir, I
almost हाँ
was gonna
बताइए आप.
say 150 times.
No, not 150 times. This many times. 3,33,000 times the mass of the earth, right? Okay, composition,
Yes,
you
sir.
guys know. If you have to talk about the composition of the sun, it is mainly made up of what? Hydrogen gas.
Hydrogen and helium. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
It is made up of hydrogen gas, and this hydrogen gas is continuously being converted into helium.
Yes, sir.
Helium.
It is being continuously converting into helium. So like जैसे ही हमारे पास एक fuel होता है, for example,
Yes,
as
sir.
as long as the fuel lasts, you will continuously get to have the light and heat. Now when the fuel is
Yes, sir.
exhausted, it burns off. Okay.
Hmm.
The same manner, when this hydrogen gas is exhausted, there will be no reaction going on. Then the sun will be going to its later stages and finally die, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about the temperature at the core of the sun? Any guesses what could be the temperature of the core of the sun?
So 3
By,
million.
by the way,
In
right?
comparison to Earth.
No, exact data I'm talking about, not about comparison.
Uh,
Temperature
So 3
at
million degrees
core.
Celsius.
That is how much? 3.
3 million degrees Celsius.
No, it is estimated to be 14 million.
Oh,
14 million degrees Celsius. That is the temperature. Any guesses about the surface temperature? क्या surface temperature million में होगा या फिर it will be in thousands?
no, sir.
Or,
That
thousands.
will be thousands, sir.
It is estimated that the surface temperature of the sun is 6,000 degrees Celsius. It is 6,000 degrees Celsius. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, compared to the other stars, the sun looks enormous to us. Why is it so? Because it is more closer to us, right?
Yes, sir.
While the other ones are appearing smaller, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see there are certain patches on the sun also. What are those patches,
Yes,
by the
sir.
way? जैसे moon पे craters हैं, right?
Hmm.
So
Yes, sir.
what are the patches on seen on sun?
I have no idea, sir.
Mm-hmm. Arhan?
No idea, sir.
Actually, the thing is now, जैसे volcanic eruptions होते हैं ना अर्थ पे, okay,
Yes,
you
sir.
can assume it in the same manner that on some areas of the sun, hot gases they are shooting outward. जब भी आप नासा की वेबसाइट पे विजिट करोगे, there's a very interesting website from the NASA where you can actually just like हमारे पास Google Maps है, okay, और you have the Google Earth map and there's one more map
Yes, sir.
where you can get the 3D view of the Earth. Okay, in the same manner, you
Yes,
can
sir.
get the 3D view of celestial bodies in the universe. So far,
Yes,
the
sir.
celestial bodies that whose data we are having, a 3D image of that planet has been created by the that is available on the NASA website, and thereby
Yes,
it
sir.
shows the diameter of that planet, what are the types of mineral present there. Okay, how
Yes, sir.
much, how many light years it is away from the Earth, right?
Yeah.
How many moons that celestial body have, and so on and on. Okay, I'm forgetting the name of the website. I will be telling you about that. Okay, visit that website. You will get to see so many interesting things.
So, in the NASA.
NASA website. There's a website
Okay.
by the NASA. Also, the sun, we draw it like this now. हमने spherical shape में बना दिया. But
Yes, sir.
there are, it's like this. There are
Yes, sir,
shooting
I've seen it.
gases.
Yes, sir. I've seen
Yes,
it.
sir.
Exactly. These are the shooting gases coming out from the sun.
Sun.
That's why many times you will see patches on the sun. Okay, and
Yes, sir.
these are somewhere it is like more darker, somewhere it is more cooler, right?
Hmm.
Like
Sir,
agar मैंने
is there any temperature in minus in sun?
no question of
Okay.
temperature being in minus. Like अगर मैं कहता हूँ कि cooler patches कौन से होंगे, some patches are darker.
Yes,
Darker
sir.
अगर होते हैं तो वो क्या होते हैं? They are relatively cooler.
Yes,
Patches
sir.
patches that is basically mean spots, dark spots like this, just like you have on the moon. So normally surface temperature it is found to be 6,000 degrees Celsius, but
Yes, sir.
at some places you would see that, for example, this place here, let's say here, you will find the temperature to be 4,000 degrees Celsius, and it is a dark patch here. Temperature कम है इसका, that's why it is dark in color. Relatively, it is cooler, and
Yes,
the
sir.
temperature is somewhere around 4,000 degrees Celsius right now.
Hmm.
These spots, ये एक spot की तरह हमें दिखता है, and these spots
Yes, sir.
are called as sun spots, right?
Yeah. Yes,
इसे
sir.
हम sun spots कहते हैं.
Yes, sir.
And to the scientists, these sun spots are very interesting. You know why?
Yeah.
Why they're interesting to the scientist? Because these sun spots where the temperature is relatively cooler, they are known to interfere with the they are known to interfere
Earth's
with the
magnetic field.
exactly.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, they are known to interfere with the magnetic field, with the radio and wireless transmission from the Earth.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
They
sir.
also produces changes in weather on the Earth as well.
Yes, sir.
See, imagine the sun is how many kilometers away from Earth? 150 million kilometers away from the Earth.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
from that distance, it is able to influence the weather, the wireless transmission on Earth with the radio waves transmission. Getting it now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Light here, you guys are aware of it? Okay, few important
sir.
data are given here. Yes, Ahmed? The speed of light, we know it is how much? 3 lakh kilometer per second.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes, sir.
distance between the sun and the earth is 8 light minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your task is to find out how do we calculate the distance between the earth and the sun. Can the
So in
formula
kilometers?
speed equals to, in any unit you want, speed equals to distance upon time. can
Yes, sir.
we have all the data. How much of speed of light is there, distance कितना है अर्थ और सन के बीच में, and time is also there.
Hmm.
You know,
Yes, sir.
distance, how much of distance is there between the earth and the sun?
150
Moments ago.
million.
150 million.
150 million now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
150 million. Okay. And the time it takes for the rays of the sun to come on earth?
8
8
minutes.
minutes 20 seconds.
8 minutes 20 seconds. At home after the class, try to do one thing. See if it works. Convert this 150 million, take this in kilometer,
Yes, sir.
convert this in hour. See if you were to get the speed of the light also.
Yes, sir.
Basically, don't do in this manner, otherwise answer won't be coming. Look, what try to do one thing now. Do this. Distance equals to speed into time. Okay, use this
Yes,
one,
sir.
and thereby find out whether you're getting 150 million kilometer or not, where you will be putting the speed of light and the time. Okay, see,
Yes,
in
sir.
this manner. This manner also you will be getting the speed, but this manner may solve karo. Try to find out the distance
Yes,
using
sir.
the formula. Okay, so that's it for today.
Yeah.
Revise whatever we have discussed. Okay, in the next
sir.
class probably we will be covering few more important things. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
so study about the constellations. What are the different types of constellations which we have? Okay, Ursa
Yes, sir.
Minor is there, Ursa Major is there, Orion is there, right?
Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia is there, Scorpion is there, right?
Yeah.
Also do study about the planets and what are the types of planets. Like there are the terrestrial planets and they are the Jovian planets
Jovian
also.
planet.
Earth
Yes,
planet.
sir.
Okay, study about them and we will meet
Yes,
in
sir.
next class then.
Sir, do let me know about the maths questions I sent you.
Okay, just let me drop the message to the team. Okay,
Yes, sir.
they will make it